Annalisa, good to see you again. Could you introduce yourself and your business?
Of course. Hi, Cormac. Thank you for having me. Hello, everybody. This is Annalisa Strecker. I'm the key account manager in the UK and Ireland for Sofia Locks and Iseo.
Perfect. Okay, great. And what does Sophia Locks do?
Mm, yeah, good question. So, Sophia Locks was founded in 2015 with a very clear vision, and the vision was to bring cloud software innovation to building automation and access control. A
Okay.
lot of buzzwords, a lot of buzzwords. The idea came from a market need, a gap that was in the market at the time, because real estate was and still is, of course, evolving quite fast.
Mm,
And the traditional access control just wasn't keeping up
mm,
because people wanted flexible and a digital first solution that could adapt to new ways of living and working. Think of the pandemic, when everything changed,
yeah.
not just working with hybrid work and so on, but also living with the co-living experiences and so on. And this, of course, moved quite fast. And in 2016,
Mm,
we took a big step forward by partnering with Iseo. Iseo is a major player, a big security manufacturer in Italy. And then by 2021, we fully joined the Iseo team.
nice.
And yeah, there was a big game changer, as you can imagine. That move gave us the resources and, of course, the scale to bring our cloud native access management solution to a much bigger audience all across Europe and then across the world, of course.
Yeah,
And today we're working with some of the most forward-thinking real estate players, and we try and help them by create smarter, more connected buildings with our cutting-edge technology.
brilliant. Okay, great. So just so the people listening have a fully clear picture, who would your customers look like? What would they look like? Who's your ideal customer profile?
Anybody who needs a digital lock, really. Now, of course, we target scalable solutions.
Mm,
So landlords, business operators, developers, anybody with a need to uh, give security and access management to their tenants.
okay, yeah. So taking away reliance on the traditional key the
Correct.
key that you can lose. So yeah, we at my house I've got a scan in from my phone. So
Exactly.
it saved me many getting locks changed and everything like that. So yeah, super.
Real life story. I follow with my clients, I follow the mega trend of mobile credentials, so getting away from the RFID cards and the physical keys.
Mm,
So a few weeks back, I was going to get a therapy because I broke my ankle.
okay.
Super painful, by the way. And I made sure that I had both my mobile phones because I have my personal one and my work phone.
Mm,
And I got to the car, and guess what? I didn't have my keys with me.
uh,
And I was like, how ironic is that I promote mobile credentials and yes, I forgot my keys
yeah,
inside.
yeah.
Well, yeah, let's not discuss how I got back in.
And you got back in. That wasn't what caused the ankle issue. The problem.
No, no, no. Luckily not. Luckily not. But yeah, it was interesting seeing me climbing back from the
Mm,
back gate.
yeah.
I could have broken the other ankle, really.
Yeah, no. Okay. Okay. So scalable solutions, enterprise businesses, landlords, where you can maybe not just install one lock at a residential home, but looking at where obviously you'll do it. But
Yeah, yeah, of course. Scalable means, from our perspective, scalable is anything that can grow. Of
mm,
course, our approach is through a platform that has different configuration that you can see as a journey from, a small one, two, three locks that can potentially grow. Think of a small co-working spaces that has just a couple of offices and they are super booming, they are super popular, and they can integrate with more locks, more offices, even more sites, more premises if you want. And that can be a real game changer for them to, work within the same system and just expand it without having to get into different providers, different means of access, like, RFID cards and so forth.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay, okay. And it could also be on the residential side as well, maybe for
Absolutely.
new homes, developers, stuff like that. They're very scalable as well, right?
Yes, yes, there is a trend at the moment in the industry, which is the single family homes built to rent, and
Mm.
that's definitely the next step in, scalable for more family oriented approach, if you want.
Yeah.
But co-living, co-working is definitely our core target.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay. And you're focused purely on the UK. I know that the brand's international, but
Yes.
where do you spend your time?
Well, we have for myself, I am solely dedicated to the UK. First off, because I live in the UK and I'm by myself, so looking after all of our end users and bars, our partners across the UK and Ireland. Yeah, keeps my keeps my time quite busy. But we do have presence, of course, in Europe. We
Mm.
do operate also across the pond, South America, North America, with our different divisions, and really across the planet. But for myself, the focus is the UK.
Yeah,
There's
perfect.
lots to do in the UK.
Yeah, yeah, big opportunity. So,
Yes.
how are you going about conquering that opportunity?
Hmm.
What is the approach?
Yeah, that's a very good question, and I don't want to give away all my secrets, of course. But in order to talk about my our sales strategies and the challenges, I have to give you a very quick, understanding of what we do. So we offer the only access management solution that integrates in one single software, which is called Lucky, building and facility management features.
Okay.
This is thanks to native features, so feature that we call add-on features native within our platform,
Mm.
and third-party native integration. So we collaborate with our technology partners and integrate their system, or they integrate our system in their one. That makes Lucky a really, really attractive solution for large-scale property managers who don't just need access control, just not just opening or unlocking the door. They need a system that really works in harmony with their entire digital ecosystem.
Mm.
Uh, and that, of course, comes with a challenge. Innovation always brings challenges. And the
Mm.
biggest one is the industry shift from traditional access control to digital first solution. Many real estate stakeholders have been using what we call legacy system for years. We
Mm.
mentioned the physical cards, RFID cards, or even the fobs with the buttons to unlock the gate, the vehicle gate. So making the shift to a cloud-based mobile access isn't always an easy leap, really. And that's why education is such a huge part of our sales process,
Mm.
which is not just a sales process, it's a real consultative approach.
Mm.
It's not just about selling a product, a commodity, a lock or a lock case. It's about guiding our client towards future-proof security strategies that align with the major industry trends, as we said before, mobile credentials, or take servitization, for example, the shift from owning hardware to experiencing access as a service. I
Mm.
mean, in our generation, we are used to Netflix, whenever. Can I say Netflix? Yes, I can, I suppose. You just watch on demand. It's
Mm.
a service.
Mm.
Back in the day, you would have to, buy a DVD, or before that, a VHS. It's no longer about ownership, but it's experiencing a service, everything as a service.
Mm.
Or another trend might be ESG, sustainability. Um, Digital access control plays a key role in, reducing waste, optimizing building operation, or optimizing resources like electrics and so forth.
Mm,
These, like civilization, ESG, sustainability, these aren't just buzzwords. Nowadays, they are the real future of real estate.
mhm.
And one last thing, just so you know where we're going, our native feature, we provide the best price and quality ratio on the market. Our native, so our own, of course.
Mm,
And on native integration as well, we natively support them without the need for any third-party software house or software integrator. And of course, our job is to help our clients and customer navigate through all the possibility and different configurations to make that transformation with confidence and helping them achieving what they actually need.
yeah, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So it's educating them on the gap that they've got, and then supporting them and making it as easy as possible for them to move from their current situation to the new best situation, which is not only having that access through something digital, but also the whole back end procedures of how they operate as a business, and showing them that there's a better way of doing it, and this is how to do it, and supporting them in that change. Okay.
Correct. Correct is, about enabling them, the client, to see what their needs is. It's not generating a need,
Mm,
is, you've been doing this for so long, you're just used to do that, and it's okay to do it like that, but you might do something else that will then help, your business thrive.
mm, yeah. Okay. So then educating the market on new things can go one of two ways, I tend to find. So it's either it's exciting, you're bringing something new, or like you said, it's very much trying to teach an old dog new tricks. It's they're stuck in their ways. So how have you found going out to the market with the educational sell? Has there been much resistance?
Um, yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. Um, I mean, it really depends on how you go to the market. Our our strongest channel is through our partnerships.
Okay.
We call our partners VARs, which stands for Value Added Resellers, and our technology partners, of course. Of course, the key is staying very close to the end user, the landlord or the developers, so we can really understand their needs and solve their challenges effectively. Um, as I said before, the real estate industry is moving fast towards digital transformation, and keeping up is not easy for them as well, of course. Um, take for example user experience. A seamless and intuitive system directly impacts the tenant retention,
Mhm.
which, as in return, drives revenue, and keeps both operation and finance teams happy. So it really depends how you go to the market. If you just push through and try to sell, a solution, uh, you might get a very strong resistance. If you think about it, real estate is quite a mature market industry in the UK. I mean, there's a number of competitors out there, and many of their products look alike, really. So unless you are ready to have the conversation, a transformational conversation, otherwise your words will just fall flat.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, very traditional industry. It's
Yes.
very stuck in their ways. I think there's some that are are leading the forefront with the approach, but then for the majority, I'd say it is very traditional. So
Hmm.
uh, how are you how are you getting hold of these people? You mentioned through partners. So
Hmm.
what does the process look like? You have a referral scheme set up with the partners. You're asking the partners for leads on contact, and then you're reaching out to them on email or calls? How does that look?
We work very, very closely to our bars, and that's why we have a very selected number of bars,
Mm,
and we have a very structured approach with them. We talk and get together regularly, not just in, one-to-one meetings or team-to-team meetings. We also do workshops. We have trade events. We do webinars. We are engaging them as well into our growth.
mm,
We work together also targeting given projects or end users. Um, it is a real partnership.
mm,
If I must say, one metric that really is not successful is broad cold outreach. You
mm,
know, unlike the traditional security hardware provider, what we offer isn't just a lock
mm.
or a very standard access control. It's a full digital transformation. So it's not just something that you can pitch on a generic cold call,
Yeah.
as good as you are, or a cold email. You can't really do that. You
Mm,
have to keep a very close eye on their needs, on their pipeline as well.
mm,
Construction industry goes on and on for decades at times. So the key is to understand how ready the client is to future-proof their pipeline, as well as their buildings, as well as their premises. So it's a real consultation of engagement and intent between ourselves and our VAR.
mm.
And don't get me wrong, finding the right VAR is not easy because they themselves have to buy in into our solution.
Yeah.
It's not something that you just, turn around and you are a partner and tomorrow morning you sell 200,000 locks. I'd love that. But it really requires a process of education of
Mm,
the VAR, their team, and then cascading down to the end user and different department, different heads within the clients, within the landlord or the end user.
mm. Okay, so it's yeah, because it's for a lot of businesses, I imagine they have tried the going down the partnership route or the VAR route of finding resellers or opportunities where they can sell into their clients, but a lot of them fall short because don't they set up the partnership and then they don't spend the time to reinvest into actually making that partnership work and actually have a success off of it. So although yes, the resistance to sign them up to the partnership is lower, so it seems like a better route. Many businesses don't then put the time in on the back end. No matter what, you always have to put the effort in, whether it's the effort in the initial in just going cold to all of these clients, or it's the effort on the back end of the relationships that you're building. So okay, no, that's a great insight. I,
And you mentioned partnership.
mm,
Partnership is a partnership
mm,
if both parties put enough effort in, Uh, at the end of the day, people buy from people,
mm,
but not just people they trust, you
mm,
know. That's why engaging not just in here's a lead, take it and see what can come out of it
no,
is not just enough. It's just not enough anymore. You
mm,
have to say, hey, I have a lead. Let's work on it together. Let's see where we can go on this together. And as I mentioned before, all the events, all the activities and initiatives, networking. Yes, networking is nice, but go deeper into, the relationship, even with someone you have just met, requires a lot of effort, a lot of, consistency. And that's again why we really try and be very, very close to both our bars and our end users.
yeah, brilliant. Yeah, that sounds great. So, what is the plan for the next year? Where do you want to go?
Um, okay, I would like to go on holiday sooner or later, but business-wise, we have 2025 is the year where we make the shift in the UK, and we have three key areas that we're working on. First off, is strengthening our team's expertise. We
Mm.
are really doubling down on skill development, especially with our success team. Sorry, partner success team.
Yeah.
That means that as a result, we will give our VARs and enterprise clients even better technical support
Nice.
and, of course, customer care based on everything that we talked about before.
Mm.
Uh, their success, our clients and our VAR's success is our success. And
Yeah.
of course, that impacts the metrics that we talked about before. Second, obviously, automation and AI. Our software already optimizes access management with automation and AI, but we're taking it to the next level.
Okay.
The goal is to help, end user first to predict and dynamically optimize their needs
Mm.
even before they become an issue. And on our VAR side, it will give them visibility on preventative maintenance.
Mm.
So that improves the customer satisfaction and their planning ahead. I can't give you, many details, but watch this space because we are really pushing the boundaries.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great. And
Last
that's fun.
third area, market positioning, sorry,
Mm.
and branding. Uh, we're sticking to our very strong consolidating approach. And so basically, we are building our success in the key real estate verticals that we know that we are strong on, and while we are cementing our leadership in digital access control, access management, of course. That means, of course, as I said before, actively engaging in major prop tech events, summits, industry reports. For example, KPMG. If you're
Yeah.
aware of them. Um, this will hopefully position ourselves at the forefront of PropTech innovation. And I must say, we are heavily investing in content marketing, still keeping a very close eye on our clients. So you can think, for example, of case studies,
Mm.
of course, with permissions and authorization and everything, or white papers.
Mm.
It's not just showcasing how good we are or our expertise. It is really education to the
Mm.
market about digital access management and everything that comes with it. At the end of the day, Lucky is not just another access solution. It's a real enable for the proper PropTech ecosystem. And that is exactly how we're shaping our future growth.
Yeah, that sounds great. So investing back into the team, developing the products further, using AI, and sharing more education and being that thought leader in the marketplace. So not only if people aren't going to go ahead with Lucky or anything to do with Sophia Locks, then at least then they will gain some value just from being aware of you and knowing about what you do.
Correct. Spot on.
Perfect. No, that sounds great. So where should people go to check you out or check the business out? What's the website?
Ooh, that will be www.sofialocks.com or www.iseo.com. It's spelled ISEO, Italian name. You might have caught my Italian accent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not a UK accent that I've heard before, even though you're in the UK. So no, I thought it was from somewhere. So no, that's great, Annalisa. So I'll put in the description the links, and yeah, let's catch up maybe in a year's time and see how those three focus points have gone for you.
Of course, that will be great, and I will have a chart, with all the data on it
Yeah,
to
perfect.
show how good we are.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Cheers, Annalisa.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Cormac. Have a good day.